I am fully aware of the amount of hate that Boruto receives in this community, but that doesn't stop me from enjoying the show. I wouldn't say that Boruto is one of my more favorite animes, but however I can't help but enjoy it. It's probably because I grew up on Naruto, and seeing their children grow up in this world in a more futuristic setting is really enjoyable to me, especially because a lot of their character traits that are different from their parents are, at least in my opinion, an improvement. But none of this is necessarily what I want to talk about. What I do want to talk about is Boruto and preceding Boruto characters and their chances of showing up in Jump Force. First of all, I think it's important to address something. Would Boruto count as its own series, or would a Boruto character count as a Naruto character for the sake of the Jump Force roster? Boruto has its own anime and manga now, so I don't see why it couldn't count as its own series. That being said, I don't think Boruto's gonna end up with like 3 characters or something crazy like that. Let's focus on Boruto himself, Boruto Uzumaki. I think Boruto is certainly a relevant enough character. If he wasn't connected to the Naruto world, I would say that he's a shoo-in for Jump Force. Again, he's relevant enough, he's a popular enough character, his inclusion in Jump Force would seem trivial, but because he is connected to Naruto in such a direct way, I don't think people are expecting Boruto because of course it's another Naruto character. Something else I think that is very important to establish is that if Boruto was to be in the game, I think he would almost definitely be DLC. I'm pretty sure every character on the main roster will interact with each other, or not interact with each other, but they will be a part of the story mode. So having young Naruto, teenage Naruto, interact with Boruto as a child just feels weird. For the same reason it would feel weird to have Jonathan interact with Jotaro from JoJo's. Boruto could theoretically be from the future, after all of these anime characters are coming from different anime universes, but it still wouldn't feel right. Certainly when you consider the context of the Naruto world. I really do think it would be okay for the most part as long as these characters were fighting either against each other or alongside of each other, but actively talking to each other in the same room in a dialogue cutscene would feel very strange. So if I'm right about Boruto being reserved as DLC if he was to be included into the game, well then I don't think any other Boruto character has a chance. As much as I would love to see Sarada show up in the game, who is by far my favorite Boruto character and possibly my favorite Naruto character, I really do like her as a character. I think she's really cool. It really is a personal shame to not have her show up in the game. I have been waiting to play Sarada in a game that isn't Storm 4 for a very long time. I really don't think that Jump Force is going to be the game for that. Some people who don't know a lot about the Boruto series might be wondering, why add Boruto if Naruto's already in the game? I'm sure they fight fairly similarly. And it's kind of true, but not really. Boruto has his own special Rasengan that I'm not going to talk about to avoid spoilers, but trust me, it's really cool, and it's different than Naruto's, and just by virtue of being a smaller human being, I'm sure there's more interesting things you can do with him. He's also got enough of a source material now that you could create each and every single one of his moves in his moveset as a part of some type of reference. Here, look, his 4 moves I just came up with as an example. He can have Vanishing Rasengan, which of course can be a projectile that disappears, which is already just awesome. He could have Boruto Stream as his second special. I'm not sure if he uses this multiple times, but in the anime the way this works is he has like a shadow clone and he pushes it forward with his wind style technique. He actually doesn't even have to do this with shadow clones. He's done it with Mitsuki and Sarada in the anime, which I think is pretty awesome. For his third move, you could come up with anything really. He's got so many techniques available to him. I would just go with something like Aqua Blast. He's had that plenty of times in other games, so might as well give it to him. And for his ultimate, I think you could go in 2 different directions. You can either have him use the cheating device that he used in the tuning exams, or alternatively, his ultimate could involve Mitsuki and Sarada. My point is that you have a lot to work with when it comes to Boruto. But really, another reason I wanted to make this video is that I could take a chance to talk about Sasuke and Naruto's design inside of Jump Force. I'm so disappointed they didn't go with the Boruto designs because there's enough Boruto content that they could have made them in this game. It's a little bit strange to have Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, 4th Gear Luffy, all of these versions of these characters, but not having adult Sasuke and adult Naruto? I don't know. I really wish we had the adult versions of these characters. It feels like a missed opportunity to be able to give a definitive design to the Jump Force versions of Naruto and Sasuke, as opposed to the versions that everyone has already seen 1,000 times. I entirely get why they went with that though, because of course it's far more marketable. Let me know in the comment section if you could choose between regular Sasuke and Naruto, what we already have in the game, and adult Sasuke and Naruto, which one would you prefer to have in the game? And on top of that, would you be okay with Boruto taking up one of the DLC slots after the release of the game? Again, let me know in the comment section below. My name's been Bilbzy. If you enjoyed the video at all, remember to leave a like. It helps other people find it. Subscribe to keep up to date with future content, and I'll see you in the next video.